Hello! Today we are going to review our Smart Start Week. Hopefully during Smart Start Week you learned all about the Canvas system and your English class. We're going to go from the home page and through each module to make sure you know exactly what you needed to complete during our first week of the 2020-2021 school year. Right here I am on the home page for English 2. There are two ways to get to assignments in a specific module for my class. You can click the This Week button, which will automatically take you to that week's assignment. For our first week of school, our assignment was the Smart Start Week. If you have any difficulty seeing buttons or any sort of images on your device or your computer at home, you might also need to see if there's another text. So when I hover over one of the images, it'll usually show me some sort of alternative text, or it might show me where it links to. So that's one option. If this isn't available, or if you're not sure how to get to it, you can always go in through modules by clicking modules over here on the left. Just be sure that you know which module you are looking at. So if I go through modules, I'll need to look for Week 1 Smart Start lessons. If I click here, if it's Week 1, it'll take me directly to it. I'm going to click right here. So here are our Week 1 Smart Start lessons. This is a header of the module that contains all of our information. Let's go ahead and look at the sides as well. If you'll notice, you see different symbols next to different pieces of this module. And you'll notice that some of them are straight over here and some of them are indented, as if you would indent to type a new paragraph or move down in an outline. So if we take a look, it starts with 0.1, Day 1. This was Monday's assignment, Netiquette and Messaging Teachers, and it has this symbol right next to it. 0.2, Day 2, Using Tools in the Quiz feature. This has a separate symbol next to it. So we know that this is a quiz or a survey, and it has a different feature than some of the other lessons. Let's take a look at Day 1. 0.1, Day 1, Netiquette and Messaging Teachers. So we have our title at the very top. This tells you when the assignment is due and how many points it is worth. During Smart Start Week, our focus was just making sure everyone knew how to use the different tools. Not every student was able to access Smart Start Week prior to coming into school, so we want to make sure that everyone is aware of the different tools they can use in the Canvas system. Here we see a lesson title and a little bit of information. Down here is a PowerPoint. So .pptx means it's a PowerPoint presentation. You can click on it from here and it'll download. Also, if you see down here where it says minimize file preview, that means it's previewing what the whole thing would look like. So it's going to show it as big images for each slide. And you can scroll and see exactly what the assignments were in a PDF form or picture form if it's not showing you on there. Underneath our preview image of the PowerPoint presentation, we also have a link that goes to a video. It says watch the video below that addresses netiquette, the art of appropriate communication on the internet. It says the following video will show you how to send a message via Canvas to your instructor. So here's another video down here. This one is embedded. This one will take you to YouTube, but this one should stay directly on the page. And in it, Ms. Hill will take you step by step, showing you how to send a message via Canvas to your instructor. So if you were struggling with that at all, this is a very short video, just over a minute long, that will help you out. Now if we continue scrolling down, you'll see your assignment is at the bottom of the page. It says email me via Canvas messages. In the message include the following: 3 ways you are already practicing good internet safety and behavior, 2 tips you would tell a friend about how to communicate professionally online, and 1 question you have about me or this course. So you had to make sure you got down to the very end to see where your assignment was. Notice all of this was on one page, so it's very important to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page to know that you've completed everything that it's asking of you. You'll also see down at the bottom is a next button. The next button will just keep moving you on as far along as you are allowed to go. If I hover over the next button, I can see it's going to lead me to the Day 2 assignment, but there might also be another part of the Day 1 assignment. So I'm going to go ahead and click Next to see what's there. So for Day 2, we had using tools and the quiz feature. So this had the little rocket ship icon. That means it is a quiz or a survey. It'll always tell you at the top when it is due, if there's a due date put in, how many questions there are, and how long you have to complete it if there is a time limit. So down here we have some instructions, our lesson overview and learning target, and then you would click here to start the survey, or in this case, since I've already clicked it before, resume the survey. You click through and answer the questions in there. So I'm going to hit resume survey to show you what some of the questions look like. This was our day 3 lesson, looking into how a learner's mindset can impact learning. So we have some information about mindsets and kind of how they affect the way you create your systems of beliefs. And it really can impact how you see the world and other people. Down here we also had a video which was very important to understanding the idea of fixed versus growth mindsets. And there's a quiz down here to take that'll lead you to a different website. If we hit the next button, it takes us to another section of the same assignment. So it asks you to think about your quiz results. The quiz was the one on the previous page. What you saw in the video, that was the video on the previous page. And what you've seen so far about different mindsets, which was also on the first page. Hit the Submit Assignment button to bring up a text box and answer the following 3 questions. So you're going to think about those different concepts, learning whether you are more fixed or more growth mindset in certain areas, and then hit Submit Assignment, and it's going to bring up a text box for you to answer. Up at the top, you'll also see when you can resubmit an assignment, and you can see when it has been submitted and all the submission details. You can get here by clicking the Next button at the end of the previous page, or again, from the home page, click on This Week and go to Day 4 in the module. So here's where we know where our assignment is. We have it when we have read an article about belonging in communities and submitted a text box response. Down here we have a PDF. You can click on it and it'll open up. Or you can scroll down and there is a preview of the entire article already embedded in here. And you can scroll down to the end of it. It's a little over a page long. Down here it gives you some information about the next page. Next, you will consider your personal needs in a classroom when it comes to working with others. So I know I need to hit the Next button to see the next part because I haven't submitted a text box yet. Now you can see this looks more like an assignment. It has a place where you can have the due date, it has a place for points, and it tells you how you would submit it, a text entry box. So that means this is going to be a part of that assignment. After reading the article, consider the questions below. Choose just one to answer in a complete paragraph with at least 2 possible examples to explain your response. So even though there's 3 questions here, you are only choosing one to answer. It says click Submit Assignment to open the text box and submit your answer. So again, right up here. You should see your confetti and pinwheels falling down upon you. And again, you'll see Resubmit Assignment option here. And also your submission information right over here. So this is Friday's assignment, Day 5, Setting Personal Goals. Setting personal goals and planning for obstacles. Again, we can figure out how do we know exactly what's expected for this lesson. We have it when we have created and submitted an action plan based on the example. So we know there's going to be an example here. We know what it is we're making, and we know we have to make it and submit it. So if we see here, we have a video giving you some more information, and then there is a Next button down at the bottom. So in making an action plan, it tells you specifically what to look for. Just like in previous lessons, you can see a PowerPoint link right down here. You can click on it to download and open the PowerPoint, and it should also work if you have Microsoft 365 installed. Or you can scroll down and see a preview of it. So this is what you guys are writing, action plan directions for students. It's the same that was on the previous page, and it's going to be the same in the area where you submit your action plan. When you hit the next button, you're going to get to an assignment page. So notice we have an area for the due date, how many points it's worth, and how you're submitting it. So in this case, you're submitting it as a text entry box. And we know what we're submitting, our action plan. So it says now it's time to create your own action plan. You can click back or previous to see the example if needed. It says click submit assignment and fill out the following information in the text box. And these are the same directions that you saw on the previous page and in the example. So same as before, you can hit submit assignment up at the top, type your information in here, and hit submit assignment down at the bottom. So that was a quick review of our Smart Start lessons. Again, this is how it looks in the modules page. So up at the top, you have the title, Week 1, Smart Start Lessons. You have day by day up here. And then make sure you are looking to see if the lessons have more than one part. So make sure you are reviewing your Smart Start lessons so you can be more comfortable with submitting assignments through Canvas and learning how to navigate so you don't miss anything in English this year.